All right, so let's go to some shares. And I see that Candace has already volunteered to be the first share, and then Sarah. So we just want to do some open shares of takeaways and do this as a way to close the space out. All right, so Candace, then Sarah, then Marie Elizabeth.
Wow, I wasn't quite expecting to go first, and I'm happy to. Thank you. Wow. So I want to just start with a deep and profound sense of gratitude, Marisa. Um, your commitment and generosity and willingness to just go deeper and deeper and deeper and make things better and better and better for us is amazing. And I know I just got here in December, but like this is 50 times what it was just a couple of months ago. And as some of you who've heard a bit of my story, I've invested hundreds, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in training and programs and stuff that was way beyond what I ever should have because I didn't have this kind of roadmap. And I don't regret it because I know everything happens the way it's supposed to. But what this has given me is an ability to say no, to have my yes so clear that now all of the marketing emails I still get because of all of the lists I'm on, I just immediately archive them basically for swipe information. And I don't even take time to look at them anymore. And so I'm grateful to you for laying this out in a way that if I choose and if we choose, that I can laser focus and truly create the business that I know that I was born to create. So I'm grateful for that. And just one more little piece is I've said this to you before, but I have to say it again. I am so deeply grateful for your commitment to consistently show all different kinds of people, all different sizes and body shapes and races and ethnicities and ages in your materials, because I've never been in a program where I got to see myself, and not just as something people did because they were supposed to, because it was the thing to do, but really out of a deep value. So I thank you for that. And I am tremendously excited about what this year is going to allow me to create and what this community is going to do to change the world as a result of that. So thank you. I humbly bow to you. Thank you.
That's received. You're going to make me cry because I feel so deeply seen for my efforts. And I almost killed myself to create all of this. I felt so driven. And the only game that I want to play is to create the best fucking program on the internet. And I'm not interested in anything less. So I really appreciate your recognition there because I feel like you saw the things that you're picking up what I'm putting down. Thank you. So, Sarah, you are next.
Yeah, it's so cool because you're creating a program in which you get to be seen at your fullest and most authentic self, and in turn, we get to be seen as our fullest and most authentic self. And like, I love this community so much because I have a huge mission. I want to change the lives of all the people being impacted by nonprofits. There's 1.5 million nonprofits in the US, and I'm going to get to every last damn one of them, right? So I feel like I can actually achieve that because of this community, because of you, because of my coach, because of my pod, because of the whole community. You guys are like cheering me on. You've got my back. I know you're there to answer any questions, erase any self-doubt. And I'm just so excited to make philanthropy be revolutionary because the world needs it in a really big way. There's a lot of people suffering, especially after the last 4 years. But it's just like, I just really, really appreciate that there's this reciprocity with you being transparent and vulnerable and allowing yourself to be seen. And then in turn, the fact that we can also be transparent and vulnerable and be seen. And I just really respect you for that and just love every aspect of this community so deeply. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Love bomb to Sarah and another love bomb to Candace. Boom. So we've got Marie Elizabeth next. And I wanted to encourage some of our men to share too. I know women are a little more hardwired to share, but men, please raise your hand too, so I can get you in the lineup for shares as well. Okay, go ahead, Marie Elizabeth.
I'm so grateful for learning more about the wealth dynamics and the Colby, because we did those assessments last year, but I didn't really know what to do with it. And I feel like I have such a better understanding of like that piece about introverted versus extroverted action. I never got that. And I realized as a creator, I can straddle both. And there's times where I like the extroverted action, but I'm really so much more comfortable. It just explained why like I'm uncomfortable reaching out to people, and I'm like certain ways that I'm uncomfortable. So I can lean into that discomfort, knowing that it's not part of my design, but also choose like, oh, do I really want to do that? If that's not really part of my design, maybe I can just do this other thing that's much easier for me. So I like the opening that I got from that. And also the piece about the superpowers and kryptonite was really big for me, like recognizing how some of my superpowers actually spill over into kryptonite when I get impatient or frustrated with other people who can't like keep up. And the thing that really came for me through the Land of Plenty was that I have way more need for uncluttered. Like I had this vista over the ocean and the horizon, and I realized my mind needs that. So yes, I love the literal view, but it's more like, how do I create space in my calendar where my mind gets to have that kind of space, and I'm not putting shit into it, but I'm allowing it to roam. So those were some of the biggest takeaways. And I'm just so excited for this next year. Like, you just keep iterating and improving and making it amazing. And I'm so grateful for this community and for the friends I've made here, and for my coach, Paul, and you. And I'm going to stop before I start crying, but really my heart is super full and I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Love bomb, Marie Elizabeth. Boom. And I love that our men are showing up in force now. So starting with Michael Ryan, who's the first one to raise his hand. Michael.
So Marisa, thank you so much for all that you've created here. I wanted to follow up the Land of Plenty exercise that we did. I shared then. I saw the love train, which was a symbol of my business, and how it's going to carry people someplace. The rest of this weekend has shown me that what that train needs is tracks. You know, a train, it can be a beautiful train, but it can't go anywhere unless there are tracks for it to go on. And that's what you have allowed me to see the possibility of. I have spent all my life knowing that I have a big mission and feeling like I kept trying over and over to fit who I am into somebody else's model of what a business should be. And I'd given up hope. I'd really given up hope. And I am filled with so much hope and so much enthusiasm. It doesn't feel like a labor anymore. It feels like a joyful expression of who I am and who I came here to be in this life. So bless you. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you, Michael. Love you too. And oh gosh, you guys are going to make me cry, because it's exactly what my intention was in this new iteration. And the fact that you're speaking the words that was my intention makes me just feel like all those hard, long hours were worth it. So thank you. Okay, next up, we've got Jane. So Jane, you are next.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Marisa, I just want to say thank you so much for put so much effort to give us the best training. And also, I'm very impressed by the structure the system you have. And because sometimes as we run the business, it can be chaos and then overwhelm, but you kind of provide us a structure and step by step, and also be able to assign us a coach to work with us. And I want to say thank you so much for your heart and for your patience, because I joined so many different programs, and a lot of program does not really give us a chance to work one-on-one or to look at us as individual business owner who may have different pace or different gift. And thank you so much for work on the inner work, healing, and also for the business. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. And also, I think the price you offer is just really so wonderful. Yeah, I really think, the price and also the cost, the offer, it can be double the price. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jane. Boom. Love bomb. Next up, we've got Orion. And we'll come back to the other Jane after that too.
Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, everybody. I really feel like I'm on the road. I'm finding my flow, and I see this program as a year-long nurturing act of self-love, and I'm in tune with my breath and my heartbeat. I feel like I'm supported in many ways. I'm trusting the process. I'm showing up. I find and feel my own unique rhythm. And there's many things that I want to do this week. But last and foremost, I'm proud that this exists, and that I'm letting go of my terror of people and community, opening up and showing up for today and to my future self and community. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Love bomb for Orion. Boom. Let's go to the other Jane as well. The other Jane.
Hi, Marissa. Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you for a wonderful couple of days. It's so hard to just pick one or two of the insights, but for me, the wealth dynamic, the insight of discovering that as a mechanic, I can be a bridge between two different, one paradigm moving to the next, and that perfectionism can be a superpower. I've always seen it as being such a negative thing. And so the peace that comes from that is phenomenal. And it's just, it's a whole new view of the world in that way. The other thing, just flipping through the binder earlier today and seeing the Land of Plenty drawing, get such a charge of joy from it. The possibilities are just incredible. So I'm so excited and enthusiastic about it, but I am also so grateful for the incredible resources that you have given us here. It's phenomenal. I've never seen it the like in any other program, and I cannot thank you enough for that. It's just brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Love bomb. Boom. You are welcome. Okay. Next up, we've got Ed.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, first of all, 3 years ago when I first got involved in this, you already had the best fucking marketing program on the internet. At least the best one I've ever seen. And it's only gotten many times better since. So thank you to you for not sitting back and coasting when you very easily could have, because it makes everybody better and everybody in the community better. As far as this weekend, it's having been to a whole, I don't think I've missed a retreat since I've started. And every time it's like an onion, right? You go a layer deeper on everything. And that happened again this time. This time it was really in the mindset area. So I guess it's, you start to see things when you're ready to see them, which is like an important part of just continuing to show up and do it. So that, anybody new, just keep showing up and keep doing stuff. And like somebody else already said, and this is the best community I've ever been involved in too. So take advantage of that.
Thank you, Ed. Love bomb. Boom. It's also been amazing watching you unfold and all your layers as well over the past few years too. I think even sharing, you probably wouldn't have done 3 years ago. So there you go.
Probably not.
Susan, you are next. Susan. And this is Susan Ross.
Well, everyone's expressed it so well. But I have never been in such an aligned community since I started out on this adventure. I've studied with some of the same mentors that you have, but you have put it together in a way that aligns so closely to my mission that it makes it so apparent that I'm in my family. So thank you so much, Marissa.
Thank you, Susan. Love bomb to you. Boom. All right, so Brandt, let's go for Brandt.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So I never knew this, but on the Colby, I'm straight 5s across. And how odd.
How perfect.
But usually I'm the one, say in meetings, who is kind of last to speak. And I think I'm starting to understand why. It's not necessarily about being quiet and shy, but it's about listening with real seriousness and humor at the same time. But I'm leaving this right now feeling grounded, and I did not start yesterday morning feeling grounded. So although I'm quiet and grounded, my emotional work that I've done the last 2 days is extremely intense. So I'll sleep well tonight. On Friday, my mom had her 2nd mastectomy. It's her 4th time with cancer in 25 years. And to look at her, you would think, you know, she had a cold or something. She looks great. She called me checking on me today, more than me checking on her. The other big thing is that this moment today is the last big actual interactions I'll have with people in this space. This has been my therapy office for 5 years. And the end of March is my last day here. So I am sharing with you, you are all sharing with me a very deep milestone. And yet I'm leaving here feeling okay. And I'm glad that I've had the chance to share my last few moments in this very sacred space with you.
Thank you.
So thank you.
So glad to share it with you too. Love bomb to Brandt. Boom. Okay, Daluna.
Well, Marissa, yes to everything everybody has said. My prayer for you is that you give yourself as much love as you give to all of us, and that you continue to give yourself great care and nurturing, because you are an amazing, amazing, amazing woman. And I want to tell you that, well, I think I might have mentioned it a few times, that I've struggled for most of my life with my business. And you have just given me a weekend that I can see a clear path, that I don't feel a whole lot of doubt anymore. I'm feeling like I'm going to move forward, and I'm believing it. I'm seeing it totally true. And you gave that to me, you and your team and everybody in this group, in this amazing group of people. And your dream is multiplying. What you are giving is multiplying zillionfold. And may you continue to be in great health. Love to your mother.
Thank you.
Blessings.
You too. Thank you, Daluna. Love bomb. Boom. Oh, did we lose Jennifer Hulbis? I think we might have just lost Jennifer Hulbis. Jennifer, if you're still here, come on. If not, it's Michelle Bongiorno is next.
There we go. Yeah. You know, I'm going into my 5th year of momentum, and I just want to say, to activate people before I share, don't even think of leaving, you know, no matter what happens this year. But I remember way back, Marissa, having a very short conversation with you saying, you know, when people come into a program like this, they need to be taught how to do it. They need to be taught how to come into a program. And orientation, which we've just had 2 beautiful days of, to where we're going. Because I've always been taught that for any life-enhancing change to take place, you need to be oriented towards where you want to go and what's going to nurture you. And it's so often left out of trainings, it's left out of programs like this. And even when it's done, it's never done in a way that I feel is satisfying or really clear. So to give 2 days to let us know how to look at our own business and this program and the 2 together is such pure wisdom. And I just want to acknowledge you for that. And my biggest aha for the weekend, for this weekend, is that I really felt like I wasn't going to fit in my pod. And I felt like I was going to be there with all millionaires. And there's many aspiring millionaires, but I was feeling like, oh shit, I'm not going to really belong here. I'm going to be like the little sister, my little sister syndrome came up. So I'm there with all these people with big, big hopes and dreams. But I'm walking away feeling like, oh, I fit. And that's a really big one as I enter this year. So thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Beautiful love bomb. Boom. Okay, Tomas.
Well, all I can say is every time I leave here, it's like the best wave I've ever caught surfing in my life. I leave with so much energy and passion and just joy. And Marisa and your team, I have to say, my wife commented on the fact that she hasn't heard me laugh as hard as I've been laughing this week and in years. And I usually laugh. So I just want to say, since I think I know the exact day I decided to join one of your webinars in October of last fall after watching you for a while, and finding you in this pandemic and in the transition that I've had to make has been incredible, and your team is amazing. And I just applaud your detail and your work as a business person, as a human being, and look forward to years with you and the work that you do. So thanks again. This weekend was really important for my work. I think it's clarified so much, and I've met some and solidified relationships with people who I've seen before in December. So thanks again. And I really do look forward to this journey. It's been wonderful so far, and I just can't wait. It's like another, I don't know how long it's till the next retreat.
Well, only about 2 months or so. Yeah, April, May, 2 months and a little bit. Beautiful. Thank you, Tomas. Boom.
Boom.
Okay. So next up, we've got Alice. Alice.
Okay. Yeah. Same story. I'm incredibly thankful for being here and to getting to know your program and the material. I really love it, the way it's produced, it's made, it's creative, it's smart, it's everything. So I really thank you for that, and I'm really grateful for being here also, because some weeks ago there was some money coming in, and without that it wasn't possible at all to start this program. So again, it's very thankful. And yesterday about the meditation, and I was flying over a valley, and I didn't want it to go away. And I was in tears yesterday to quit this meditation, because it's a kind of environment I want to create on this planet Earth. So I was really, it was beautiful. So thank you all for this.
Thank you, Alice. Love bomb to you. Boom. Next up, we've got Diane.
Thank you. This has been absolutely incredible. I just have to say some of my breakthroughs. First of all, thanks to the Colby and the wealth dynamics, I realized, and through other things you did with us, that real estate ownership, renovation, and management is my kryptonite. And I have to let it go because it's so not me, and it's been delaying me in everything I've been doing. But I finally got permission from myself yesterday to do that. And I've been holding on to this for a long time. Also, based on who I am, ironically, I was a tax lawyer, but realized that's not who I am either. Systems feel yucky to set up, but they matter. And you are the most incredible role model. And you are the first person that I truly aspire to emulate. Like, I've never seen anybody who teaches what you teach the way you teach. And because I want to influence how people learn, I just watch you, and I'm just so inspired by you, and I'm so excited that I made the commitment. And I'm so excited not only for myself and the people in my family, but all the people that I will be serving. So thank you.
Thank you, Diane. Love bomb to you. You all are, I feel so full. I can't always let the words in, but when they're so heartfelt and so aligned, it's a lot easier. So Mostafa, you are next. Mostafa?
Where'd he go?
I can hear you faintly, yes.
Sorry, Marisa. I was writing a poem about you. So due to time constraint, I went to mosque for my evening prayer, and I just returned from mosque. And there is a 2-3 lines poem. There was a Madame Teresa. Here is a Madame Marisa. Who told you you don't have any kids? We all your kids.
Thank you. Thank you. Love bomb. Boom. Grace.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marisa. I just wanted to repeat everyone else's gratitude.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so grateful to you for showing up.
You're muted. Sorry. I think we had to mute all. There we go.
Sorry. Yep. Cool. I'm just really, 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 really deeply grateful to you for showing up for us, and for being you, and for creating this magical community. When I attended Live Your Message Live, I had a casual attitude about it, because it wasn't easy for me to show up then. A few things have happened, like on the 21st of February, my dad passed away suddenly, and it was like the last week of the fourth module, the fourth week of my EPM course. And I had like 3 days to go to finish the course and deliver the wow. And my dad passed away all of a sudden. And I've been fortunate that my students have been a little bit forgiving, because I just slid right down. And so I had this attitude about, okay, I'm just gonna crawl into my little hole, and and I don't even know what I'm doing now. And I'll attend Leave Your Message Live, and I'll just come, and that's it. I'm gonna do things on my own for an indefinite period of time, because I was feeling sorry for myself. But something happened, and I realized that I have never had so much self-confidence and success as I had with EPM with you. And I've known you for like 7 days through the Profitable Product Idea Challenge, and I jumped in with you, and just with and the community and what you've done, just have really allowed me to come out of my shell. And I was like, on the third day of Leave Your Message, I said to myself, you are crazy for even thinking that you're going to do things on your own. Like, this is the place for you. And Michelle said before, all Activate people should never even think about leaving. And I feel so grateful this week, because my biggest takeaway is that I feel so passionate again, but at the same time, I feel so calm. I'm emotional right now because of gratitude, but I just, I have that feeling about the future, that my passion is back, but I'm just so calm as well. Like, there was like a all capitals comment from Coach Ed or something that said, "This is not a school." I'm like, thank God for that, and I get to choose and pick how I'm going to do it. And I'm so excited about I'm so excited about how much self accountability I can actually implement, so I can track where I am, and to hear someone's testimonial on how much revenue they've generated just from the business self accountability, the business dashboard, and all of those little things. So there's just so much. But really, it's about finding you and what you've created. Like, so I'm just thank you, just really thank you. And please look after yourself, because you are, like, in business, you are the center of our universe right now with what we are creating. So yeah, so thankful, and yeah, love you and love everyone so much.
Thank you, Grace. Love bomb. Boom. Thank you. Okay, Randy.
Well, as a lot of people said, a lot of amazing things, but for me, I joined EPM about 3 years ago, or 2017, and after that, I went looking for something. I didn't know what it was, and so I traveled around to a lot of the major players in this business and took courses for them, like others, but it never felt right. It never felt like it didn't hit me where I could own it. And so I came back to EPM in the end of last year and started again. Did not complete my course either time, but now I know why, because I'm a Lord, and the creative aspect is where I kept falling down. But the point is that, like a lot of people have said, I came back here and I feel like I've come home, and I'm not leaving again. Like Michelle said, you don't have to worry about me, Michelle. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here at least 5 years, like you, probably longer. So one of the things about the weekend was the fact that I learned that the kind of business I was trying to create was not right for me. And I know now what that is. And another takeaway, I wrote down here that about there's so much support here. And I said to myself, don't waste it, because there's no way you cannot be successful unless you just don't take advantage of what's available. So I'm happy to join the family again. I'm not going anywhere, and I'll be here, and we'll probably do this again for 5 more years at least.
Thank you, Randy. Love bomb to you. Boom. I'm so glad you found us in your home. Fran, you're next.
Everybody says such amazing things. I am not a person who has ever been in the business world. I am a clinician. My life has been in a hospital. This is the first thing I have ever found. And one of the things that Bill said is, you don't have to find everybody. You only have to find the people who are going to believe in you and follow you, and people that are like you. And the first time I was in EPM, I was like so drawn. It was crazy. I was going to bed at night with my laptop in my bed so I could listen to things before I fell asleep, which is something I had never done. So I think that now I know that I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right group of people. I hoped for this weekend that I would be able to find how to just move forward, because I'm doing a lot of things, but I'm not sure they're all the right things to really move my business. And I really learned that I really have to look, just be systematic about it and look. And the last thing I want to say is I would bet that there's a lot of people in this group that never fit in when they were younger and didn't feel like they belonged. But there is a time for everything. And Marisa, this is your time to fit in. Like that girl said before, like Grace said, you are in the center of this hub and you have all of us surrounding you, and you are like the strength in the middle that will just carry us wherever we need to go. Your knowledge is incredible. Your dedication and your devotion is phenomenal. What you do, what you bring to the table, your vulnerability, everything about you is amazing. And I am so glad that this is my first business kind of opportunity that I found you. How lucky could I be? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fran. Love bomb. I don't think I've been this much in tears at the end of one of these before, but thank you. And Daniel, you are next.
Marisa, I cannot thank you enough. I was spinning my wheels. I did this program, I did that program, and everybody had something cool to offer. But I wasn't able to get traction until I met you. And the quantity and quality both of the material that you have satisfied my 7 fact finder and my Enneagram 5 like knowledge seeker that I finally got traction. I could hit the ground and engage on the road and make things happen. I did 5 figures in January. I'm going to almost make that much this month. I've never made that much before. And you're the one who blazed the trail out of the jungle for me and gave me the ability to actually be the person that I've been wanting to become. You've created materials that are not just this is how you do business, but like this is who you can be. And I get that person and live that in the world. And I will not stop singing your praises and offer my heart in gratitude. Thank you so much for being in my life.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. Love bomb. Boom. Sarah, you are next.
Okay. I want to begin with this guy because that was the moment when I knew that you were the leader for me. I didn't get my box before the week before that course, but when I got it, it was like, it blew my mind. First of all, green is my favorite color. Everything in my box was green. And then I came to then I signed up for this and I was scared out of my mind because I just finished a very expensive program where I didn't really learn much of anything. And it was kind of a big mistake. But my friend Elise Conan brought me into this program and assured me that I would love it and that I would learn here. And she's just absolutely right. And I was so anxious and stressed out at the beginning of this weekend. And somebody else said this too. My level of stress just washed away. And I feel like I've landed. I feel like you are somebody whose mind and heart are so aligned with the purpose of educating all of us and giving back. And the way that you are such a comprehender and the things that you've done, like these binders, the material, the content is so complex, but you've made it accessible. You've made it easy to get. And that's where the ducks really stood out. The idea that you can take something that is mind-blowingly complicated and make it understandable and simple. And I don't say this very often. I don't think I've actually ever said it. That you are somebody else said that they wanted to emulate you. I am in awe. I have such huge admiration and loving respect for you. And I don't say that very often, that there's somebody who is just, you are a born leader. You are a born teacher. You are just the most amazing personification of genius. And I thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Love Bob. I don't know how much more my heart can hold, but I still have a few more shares. So, Cynthia, you are next. Cynthia.
Hi. I want to thank you because I don't call you a teacher, because I've been in a program where it seemed like it was school, and there were times when you needed to take a test, and it wasn't comfortable for me. It's not my learning style, but I feel at home here because what you're doing is coaching us into our own business atmosphere, our own business success. And you've given us a roadmap to be able to use the gifts that we have and be able to share those in a way that other people can grow by them. So I want to thank you. I'm not a very emotional person, a Sagittarian who is straight from the hip. Here's the information, just the facts, please. But I love your teaching style, and I know that your coaching is something that is comfortable for me. I can't learn from everybody. I can't be in a position where it's like a military outfit. And your heart comes through. You teach us exactly what it is that you've gone through, and your authenticity is something that will help me to be able to grow my business. And that's the whole point. I wanted to help people start, promote, and stay in business at any level. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Love bomb. Boom. Susan, you're next.
So I can echo everything everyone said, but the thing I would add is just one word. You are magnificent, and what you have created is magnificent. And I can't imagine the difference in the world that will be made because you've lit a wildfire of people living their message everywhere. And when I think about that, I get goosebumps. You know, I met you, or I came across you in October of last year when I had said, I'm going to give one last try of launching an online program. And I'm going to give it everything I have. And I was expecting to run into what I call the invisible wall, right? It's there and it's between me and where I want to be. And I have bloodied myself on that wall for the last 10 years. And in just a couple of your trainings, you made the wall evaporate. And I could actually see the path to get where I wanted to go. And so for that, I thank you enough. And, you know, one last thing I'll share is yesterday, I shared this with you on Facebook, but I realized yesterday that I'd been aspiring for a long time, but I had forgotten how to dream. In fact, I was afraid to dream because of that damn invisible wall. And you lifted that cloud from me. And for the first time in probably 20 years, I feel like I'm really dreaming again and ready to dream again. And that's priceless.
Thank you, Susan. I'm so glad you're dreaming again. Love bomb. Boom. Mary Denise.
Marisa, I've been with you since EPM, first time I ever met you, and I have been blown away by you. This weekend, my greatest takeaway was that I don't have to allow my superpower of discernment to keep me exhausted, that I can say no, that I can walk away from things that don't serve me. And as a matter of fact, earlier when we were doing shares, I was on my calendar deleting everything that was on there from where I'm supporting so many other people that I know that are in the coaching industry, you know, helping them with their launches, helping them with their challenges. And I'm like, I'm done. And I took myself off everything. So I have this calendar now that I'm like, oh my God, it's a blank slate. I can start putting me in there. So thank you for everything that you give. I echo everything that everybody has said on here, but I have to tell you, I am not a person to trust very easily. I have been ripped off. I have wasted so much money, but I will tell you, I find a way to make that payment every month because I need you. And you are doing some amazing things in my life, and I can never thank you enough for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Denise. Love bomb. Boom. Michelle, if anyone could bring it home, you can. So take it away. Michelle Benjamin.
All righty. Marisa. Marisa. I can't even get it out. Girl, you're the GOAT. You a beast. You did this. You did this. And thank you. Thank you so very much for answering the call, to having the courage to fight and believe in yourself, and to be that anomaly. All I'm going to say is I was going to say some other stuff, but I'll just say this, just to sum it up. Girl, you on fire. Girl, you on fire. Maurice, you on fire. That's you setting the fires. And never give up, girl. Thank you so much. And I'll share my testimony later, but everything everybody else said, baby, you a GOAT. Keep it up, sis. I'm super excited that I'm part of this community, that Candace put me on. Baby, you are on fire. We are all on fire. And I love and I appreciate you. For real. Real
Thank
talk. The GOAT.
Thank you, Michelle. Boom, love bomb. It seems like we're all lit right now, not just me. So I honestly don't really have any more words after all of that. And I feel so emotional. I see Marin's got one more thing to say. So go ahead, Marin. Go ahead.
I'm just an echo. I'm not just an echo, but I am an echo. And I bless your friend and your business relationship with Jason Fladley. He just praised you to the heavens, and I wasn't looking for anything more. And I jumped into your EPM and I landed. I wasn't quite ready, but I'm ready for this. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You are welcome.
Bless you. Yes.
Love bomb. Boom. All right. Well, thank you for all of your shares and your insights and your takeaways and your ahas. And I meant it to be your takeaways for you. And I felt like what I got was a deep honoring and, witnessing. And I am moved beyond tears and so appreciative to be seen and recognized for everything that I've done. And what I want you to do now is to picture yourself here. And these are all your students, your clients, your customers saying these words to you. How would that feel? To have person after person after person thanking you for the ways in which you showed up and changed their life. Because that is your future. A few short months from now, when you get your work out into the world. You can do this. You can be your version of this. the change you want to see in the world, the ripple effect that you create by stepping forward to be the messenger of the message that you're here to deliver. So I just appreciate and honor the work that you're doing, the way that you're showing up, your willingness to be in this process, to be open, to meet the challenges head on, to come out the other side, you know, a braver, clearer version of yourself. And I want to thank you for choosing me and choosing us to support you as your guides. And I want to thank all the coaches and all the staff who've made this event and this program and this company possible. So let's do a huge love bomb to the coaching team who've been there all weekend to support you. Boom. Love bomb. And lastly, a love bomb for you and your work in the world. Boom. Thank you. Go out there, live your message. We'll see you on your pod calls this week. Your coaches look forward to your private coaching calls as well. And I look forward to supporting you all year long in the next 3 retreats. And we're going to do this, and we're going to create a massive tidal wave of transformation and love around the world.
And a big love bomb from all of us to you. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
I think our new anthem should be Firework by Katy Perry.
Or Ain't No Stopping Us Now. Or
Yes.
Is on fire.
Yes.
I think we need a new song. Boom.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, boom, boom.
Thanks, everyone.
Come on, Michelle, write the lyrics for us.
Oh, you got it. I got it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
She's
She
on
needs
it.
one of those buttons that says love bomb. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Okay.
Tell me.
Bye, everyone.
It's my business.
Thank you.
See you on Facebook.
Bye.
See you on Facebook.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. See you on Facebook. Love to you all.
Sean, where is it? Boom. Sean, come on.